The Chicago Bulls stood pat at the NBA trade deadline and did not make any moves. So was it the right decision? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video. Talking some NBA as always. If you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. I do talk a lot of Bulls on this channel. You don't want to miss out. Follow me on my social media platforms, and as always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, people. The trade deadline was absolutely incredible in terms of a lot of teams making moves. However, there was one team, my team, our team, the Chicago Bulls, that did not make any moves at the trade deadline. They stood pat, and the trade deadline passed them by. Now, AK was asked after the trade deadline about why he didn't make any moves, and he mentioned the fact that, listen, all right, we've had a very small sample size of our full team being healthy. And when we were healthy, we were top 5 in offense, top 5 in defense. And I'd like to just get our guys back. And I think we should be solid. Again, I'm paraphrasing here, but that is pretty much what he said. And I got to tell you, folks, if this was anyone but AK, maybe I would have said something critical. But I'm not going to, because it's AK. And he has my full trust and confidence because he is the one who has built this roster. He's the one who has revamped this team in the short period of time that he's been here. And he's the reason the Chicago Bulls were #1 in the Eastern Conference this season. Now, again, they've fallen off of that, but that's mainly because of injuries. So, AK does have a point. When we get our guys back, Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, Derrick Jones Jr., when we get these guys back, we are a different team. We know that. However, I must admit, the Eastern Conference got better. It just did, folks. James Harden makes Philadelphia a legit title contender because we knew Ben Simmons wasn't going to play for them. The Brooklyn Nets were already a title contender, but now they stay at that level or maybe get even a little bit better because they added more depth in terms of Seth Curry and Andre Drummond, not to obviously mention Ben Simmons, and maybe they can flip the first-round picks for something. Well, actually, maybe not at this point. The trade deadline's gone. Any which way, so that is relevant there because Brooklyn is there. Miami's obviously relevant, and they're a very, very good team, a potential title contender. Milwaukee's the defending champions. The Eastern Conference is absolutely stacked. All right, I didn't even mention teams like Boston, Atlanta, who's obviously not doing great record-wise, but the Eastern Conference got better, folks. That's my point here. And so that's kind of where I'm looking at the Chicago Bulls, and I'm saying, yeah, man, the Bulls were the #1 seed in the East, but the East got better, so I'm having a little trouble there. Could we have made a move? We could have. But you don't want to make a move just to make a move. That's important here, okay? And I don't want the Bulls to be giving up on Patrick Williams or, certainly not Ayo DeSumo or any of the young guys for, one-year rental pieces either, right? Jeremy Grant would have been one of those guys, and I read somewhere that they were asking for 2 first-round picks. Like, my goodness. So, like, some of the asking prices were a lot. So, basically, folks, what I'm trying to tell you is I trust AK. He gets the benefit of the doubt from me. If he feels like there was not a right deal to be had out there, and I know the Bulls tried, I'm going to trust him. And number 2, the buyout market still exists. And there's going to be plenty of players that are going to get bought out that I think the Bulls can bring in. And again, the best part about the buyout market is you don't have to lose anybody. You can just add somebody. It's essentially free agency, if you will. So keep a lookout for that. I'll keep you guys updated if I see any buyout names. But I've mentioned Paul Millsap a bunch of times. He got traded to the Sixers. Who knows if they'll keep him, right? A couple of the other guys that I did want got traded. Obviously, Robert Covington got traded. Marvin Bagley got traded to the Pistons. So there are guys that I wanted that obviously the Bulls didn't get. But I trust AK, and this roster, again, at this point is still a ready-made title contending roster. Do I have them as the best team in the East? Probably not, just because of all the talent out there. But they can beat anybody. And we know that. So let's just get our guys healthy. Let's trust AK. Let's trust the plan. And hopefully we get some good players in the buyout market. And we go from there. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys at. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always.